Oh, this is so weird. Okay, I just really wanted to vlog this because this is something I will probably never have to do again, and it's like really strange. So I'm just not gonna go into every single little detail of it, and if you were me you'd probably know why. But I'm gonna have a colonoscopy on Friday, so that is oh my, it's tomorrow. I didn't even think about that. Oops. So if you don't know what a colonoscopy is, it's where they have a really long camera, so it's like a camera and it's really long. They stick it up your bum and thread it through your bowel. Thread it through your colon thing, but they sedate me. And so what they do is they look at the lining of my colon, so like the outsides of it, and yeah, basically they just see what's wrong with it, what's going on there. And while they're looking at what's going on, there's like live footage of exactly where the camera is going inside me. It's gonna be so weird. I'm there looking at it, and yeah, they'll have like little utensils as well in that camera and like be pricking, like, getting samples of inside me. So that's gonna be fun, and apparently you can feel it. So yeah, this is so they can see inside and officially diagnose me with, so I know what's wrong with me, and after that maybe I can, you know, do exactly what it takes to like get better again. Maybe not, it could be chronic, so fun times. But to do this colonoscopy, there's gonna be a procedure I have to do. So 2 days before, they give me a diet of exactly what to eat, otherwise it's not gonna work. But yeah, so yesterday, all I could eat was basically white things. So white bread, last time I ate white bread was probably years ago. White flour products, white rice, mashed potato, stuff like that. And it even says there, so specific, rice bubbles. Basically staying away from fibre. And then today, all I could have was a light breakfast, so 2 pieces of toast. And then by 12 noon, a piece of chicken or some fish. And then after that, I can have 1 scoop of ice cream, jelly. Oh my, I've had so much sugar today, like so much. I had like 3 jelly cup things, and each. Yeah?
Have you had your drink?
I'm gonna have it soon.
Well, you need to have it now, darling. It's 5 o'clock.
Okay, I'll have it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
As I was saying, I've had 75 grams worth of jelly today. So much sugar. Anyway, so today basically apple juice, ice cream, jelly, and a bit of yogurt. And today I've had to do so many assessments. I did my English essay this morning and an assignment that I actually wrote from start to finish. And I needed brain power for it, so I was like, they're eating my jelly. And I went back to school to hand it in. And we're on exam week right now, so I could do that. So up until 4 p.m, and then in capital letters in bold writing, then water only. What's the time now? Okay, 5:17. So by 6 o'clock, I have to have this like laxative drink. So it's gonna like flush out my colon, basically emptying it. So I have to have that by 6, so basically I'm gonna have that now. Wait, I just realised I forgot to say. On top of that, I'm also having a gastroscopy. Gastroscopy, I think it's called. Same thing, a long camera, but it's gonna go up my throat. I think I'm gonna gag so much and they're not gonna be able to do it. But we'll see what happens. So these problems I've been going through, obviously not just to do with my bowel, a lot of other stuff. These problems have been happening like ever since February. As soon as I started year 12. Best timing, if I must say so myself. And I'm also really active, so it really affects that. You wouldn't be able to tell, but it's really affected my active life. I actually became a gym instructor during that time, and it was like so hard. It was so hard to like be suffering this, and then it's a long story. Alright, let's go have this drink that's going to taste disgusting.
Thursday. I'll be catching it from New Zealand. Because I leave Thursday. Okay.
So this is the second one.
If you're talking to me, I cannot hear you.
I am not talking to you. So I have to put in 1 litre of water. This is 500. second gradually. So basically I have to drink this gradually over an hour, and I'm going to pour it all in here. I feel really sick from the thing before. So I just finished body tack. And Dad's gone into the shops to get some rice bubbles and milk. I'm kind of happy with this body tack session because I actually got through the warm-up. Yay! My rice bubbles. Rice bubbles! Yay! Hi guys! Okay, so I've done the gastroscopy and colonoscopy, and wow, that was like nothing I expected. And I have to do this quickly because my dad's gonna come home and I don't want him to see me vlogging because that's kind of embarrassing. And he doesn't know I'm doing this video either, but it's only for my friends. I got to the hospital, signed a bit of paperwork, and I was sitting on this chair for ages. I was kind of, you know, getting nervous because I was there. I hadn't actually been that nervous before. Actually, no, I was. Yeah, so I got there, waiting for ages, and then this doctor called me in and she told me to put on the surgery clothes. That lighting changed, and I waited in the pre-surgery room, and then the same doctor called me in for like a consultation, asking me questions. And she was asking me questions like what food I wanted after the procedure, and I was like, yes, food, because I actually hadn't eaten since, oh, how long did I not eat for? Okay, so it was like, I hadn't eaten for 50 hours, I think. Yeah, oh, lighting changed again. And then she asked me like 10 times if I had jewelry in my bag. They seriously don't want jewelry. And then she put me in another waiting room, and I was in there for about, an hour and a bit. So yeah, I walk in. So weird, so random. This guy full on was like, oh, you don't have a hairnet. Oh, let me go get you one. So he ran out the door because I didn't have a hairnet on. And I was like, oh, okay. He seemed a bit... I'd been waiting for like 10 minutes and he still hadn't come back. So I was like, oh, so I just went to go get my own hairnet because I was kind of like, oh, I hope he's not doing anything to it. I was a bit paranoid. A few minutes later, he came back, didn't even look at me, and then just sat down as if nothing happened. It didn't look like he had problems, but he did. Anyway, I was waiting and waiting and waiting in that room, and even though people were coming in after me and out before me, I was still the last one there. And anyway, while I was waiting, this random doctor came in. He seemed pretty bored. He came in and he sat next to me, and he's like, Sophia, what are you doing here? And I'm like, they told me to go sit here. And he's like, no, what are you doing here? You're too young. You're too young to be doing this. Anyway, he left. Then after a bit, 2 doctors came in and they're like, oh, lucky last. Oh, saved the best to last. Oh, really nice, like making me feel good. You know, after like 10 minutes, they called me in and I was starting to feel like the bed was there. They were all ready. There was like 10 nurses in there, and they're all like, you know, they had their utensils in their hands ready to go. And I was like, ah! They were so nice though. And they're like, oh, just daydream, just daydream. We saved the best to last. I lay down and they put the little needle thing in my arm so they can inject the... I have to look it up because I forgot what it is. Sedation. Yeah, it stops recording. Before this procedure thing, I looked up on YouTube, like, you know, the other people doing their procedure, and you know, they're all like, yeah, you'll feel so uncomfortable, yeah, you can feel it. The sedation kicked in within a minute, and you know, I kept asking for more sedation because it wasn't enough. I kept gagging with the and I'm like, oh, great. Anyway, they sedated me, and it took me probably 5 seconds for me to black out, and they were like, okay, turn on your side. And that was literally I only just got that. Oh my god, Dad's here. I'm just gonna hide. Oh well, he can know. I give up. I'm not gonna hide this anymore.
I'll put it in your room down.
I'm just telling my friends about colonoscopy.
Oh, okay. I'll move out of the way. I'll just close it here. Can I see it after you finish?
want him to hear it. Anyway, the last thing I remember them saying to me is turn on your side before I blacked out. It was so weird because before I got sedation, they told me I'm going to be totally aware of what's going on. I'm going to do exactly what they say. I can hear them and everything. And I couldn't. I literally just fully blacked out. I probably didn't respond to anything they said, and it was probably such a pain for them because I had to like move my body without me. Oh, that would have been annoying. But anyway, so I woke up. The first thing I hear is someone saying she's waking up, and it echoed in my mind like 20 times. Oh, she's awake. She's awake. She's awake. She's awake. It's like, huh? And I thought I was dreaming, so you know, I kind of opened my eyes, and there was like a nurse there. I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming. And then I'm like, oh wait, colonoscopy. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't get a colonoscopy done, and close back my eyes. Oh wait, no, I did get a colonoscopy done. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. That's crazy. Yeah, I did. That's literally how I woke up. But yeah, it took me maybe about 5 minutes to realise that I actually did get a colonoscopy, and I couldn't, you know, like move. I actually think they put way too much sedation. Anyway, and then they took me to go have my food, and I was so excited. But I couldn't really move that well. I was like this. It went out of charge again. Oh, I feel like that's not right. I had biscuits, a whole sandwich, a fruit cup thing, water, so that was pretty exciting. And they took me to my dad, he took me home, and then I realised a couple of days ago I invited my friend over on Friday. And then I got home and she was there, and I like totally forgot about it. Lizzie. Yeah, so before I decided that I'm going to say a little bit about like my problem, I'm just going to tell you a few symptoms. Okay, so it's really energy depriving for me. So I never have energy. I never have the energy I'm supposed to have at this age. It kind of seems like it, but it's so hard to be energetic. With body attack, when I do body attack, my love for the program gives me the energy, and I don't use the energy in my body. I use like what I feel about, like, yeah, body attack, and I get so excited. I just go for it because it's like, you know, really fun. Another symptom number 2, I am always bloated. Always. I can never be the size of my actual body. Okay. So that one's really frustrating. That's another unmotivating factor about going to the gym. Second of all, I can't fit into my clothes. Like, it is that bad. I get pregnant. I get bloated as if I'm 9 months pregnant. Whenever I get bloated, I think about like an old man with a big stomach. That's what it is. It's this way. Maybe a bit that way. But yeah, it's so bad. Lighting change again. If I know I have an event the next day, I have to make sure I don't eat or drink for ages. You know, I have to plan my day that way. I feel like when I get bloated, it's just liquid that makes me bloated, and I need to drink water. Like, I can't not drink water. So, you know, I kind of have no choice to be bloated like every second of my life. Symptom number 3. I get heaps of brain fog all the time. Like, I can't concentrate. So yeah, I can't concentrate most of the time. It's hard to explain. Okay. Symptom number 4 that I'm going to tell you. There's heaps more other symptoms, but if you want to ask me, I just don't want to put it on. I just don't want anyone else to see it. So, but anyway, this is the most annoying symptom of them all. Like, this is the one that makes me cry. This is the one that... So with this sickness, I can't lose weight. I can't lose any weight. I am stuck, and it's especially hard because I go to the gym pretty much every day, maybe 6 times a day, 6 times a week. And ever since February, I have stayed the same weight. I'm stuck. I do so much at the gym. I gym my heart out, and yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, pretty much I'm stuck, or I put on more weight. So basically, I'm gymming all this just to maintain. Yeah, that's all I have time for because Dad's making me go somewhere with him now. But yeah, thanks. I don't know what to say. How do you finish vlogs? Thanks for listening. Thanks guys. Chat soon. Bye.